Hello, welcome. Thank you all so much for joining me here. My name is Charity, and this message is for Sagittarius. So in this reading, we're going to be looking at the energies of how the person who is on your mind is feeling about you, what they could be thinking overall about you in this connection or potential connection, and what they might be intending towards you. This could be somebody specifically on your mind, connected to, or coming towards you, depending upon your situation. For the main cards of the reading, I'll be using the Mystical Manga Tarot by Rant and Barbara Moore, and if clarifiers are needed, the Fortune Telling Tarot deck by Yoshitaka Amano. So let's get started. Spirit, what is the heart of the matter? What is this person thinking overall about Sagittarius and this connection or potential connection? What are they feeling? What are they feeling in their heart space? What do they like best? What do they like best about Sagittarius and this connection with them? And what don't they like as much? What don't they like as much? What are their highest hopes when it comes to this connection? And what are their deepest fears? Now we're going to get 3 cards for what's likely to happen, what they're likely to do next, and any advice Spirit has for you. I'm going to lay those face down over here, and we will look at them together at the end. I do see on the bottom of the deck a High Priestess energy, and peeking out here is a 9 of Cups. This is a very quiet energy, could be very psychic, could be somebody thinking about you, even dreaming about you, feeling the connection very strong, but it can be an energy of secrecy, some things that someone is keeping to themselves. But it is paired here with this 9 of Cups, so it almost feels like there's secret hopes, secret wishes, maybe to see you, be near you, be around you. We'll see as this all unfolds, but it feels like something has gone unsaid here. Virgo, Pisces, Cancer energy for me as a reader for that High Priestess. Pisces for the 9 of Cups. For the heart of the matter, all the water here, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, could be strong in your chart or your person's. But looking at the heart of the matter, what this person is thinking about you is extremely positive. We have an Ace of Cups. This can be somebody thinking about taking a step or making an offer, wanting to move forward, express their feelings, open up their heart. They could be falling for you. They could even be kind of overwhelmed by the emotions of it all, because this is like the mental placement of the reading, and this is a very emotional card. So it could be that the way that they're feeling is overwhelming even their thoughts, and yet it is extremely positive here with the Ace of Cups. You know, desire to really explore something from the heart. In their heart space, though, they have the 7 of Wands. Leo energy could be significant, but this is healthy boundaries. This is, a positive energy as well. It's somebody taking the high road, taking a stand, wanting to fight for what's important to them, or take a stand or speak up about something that they're passionate about. But in order to do that, they've got to get some things in order. They've got to say no to things that don't serve, things that aren't right, things that don't match what it is they truly desire, so that they really can truly pursue with this Ace of Wands that they're holding here what it is they desire, what it is that they want. Could be somebody wanting to talk to you, explore things with you. Clearly there's a lot of feelings, but there might be some things that they need to get sorted out and prioritized. And it's almost like in their heart they know they've got to decide what is most important if they want to explore this, if they want to take this stand, if they want this to work out. Let's go ahead and see. Spirit, why do we have the 7 of Wands here? Why do we have the 7 of Wands? There is that High Priestess energy. Wow. I do feel like there is a lot going on under the surface. I'm just picturing that image, of like a duck just smoothly sailing along the water, but they're paddling, going like crazy underneath the surface. Like there's so much going on, but it feels like, or seems like to the observer that they're so at ease. Everything is all together, but this is somebody that has a lot of things they're feeling. And yet on the surface, it seems like they're trying to be quiet, trying to be confident, maybe hold some things in. There's also a lot of intuition and very psychic energy with the High Priestess. So the two of you could have like a strong psychic connection. You could be thinking of each other at the same time, even dreaming about each other and, not knowing it because something has not yet been talked about. I also feel like we saw the High Priestess with the 9 of Cups, which is what this person is wishing for and hoping for with you, something that they haven't expressed, but now it's paired here with the 7 of Wands, like this knowledge that they do need to take take a stand. They do need to get some things sorted out if they're going to speak up, if they're going to open up about what has been in their heart here. On the bottom of the deck, I do see a Chariot energy. Cancer energy can be significant, but this is all about setting goals, determination, moving forward. It's very focused, very dedicated, even driven kind of energy. It is somebody, really like finding some balance in their life and owning their personal power and making some decisions and making up their mind, and deciding this is it. I've got to go for it. So I feel like there could be a lot of things happening under the surface that this person knows that if they want this chance, they're going to have to take it. They're going to have to go for it. But it feels like they are trying to get some things sorted out in their life all at the same time. What they like best about Sagittarius in this connection is the Nine of Swords, Gemini energy. This is a challenging energy. So it always kind of baffles me when a sort of more challenging energy shows up in a super positive placement of the reading, or a positive energy in a more challenging placement. But you have to look at, the higher vibration energies of this with the Nine of Swords. A lot of mental energy, a lot of thinking. This can be somebody tossing and turning and losing sleep and, waking in the night and thinking of you. And yet there's something about that they like. And I do have to say, when you're falling in love, and I do see there's a little obsessive energy too. This person could be overthinking and even obsessing a little bit, which we'll talk about when we get to that place. But when you're falling in love, if you're feeling all these things, even if you haven't said a word, because there's a lot of mystery here with the High Priestess, there is something exciting about those moments of, feeling anxious and all stirred up and you can't get somebody off your mind. It kind of drives you crazy, but it's kind of exciting all at the same time. And so I feel like there is something about that as well. They could also see you as very, very intelligent, a lot of mental energy, somebody who thinks things through. But let's go ahead and see. Spirit, why do we have the Nine of Swords and what they like best? Why do we have the Nine of Swords? What this person likes best about Sagittarius. And that just flew out. We have Three of Cups, and on the bottom of the deck, the Knight of Cups. Scorpio energy can be significant here, but this is some deep feeling. I always feel like with this particular Knight of Cups with this deck, like the way this knight is looking, to the side, like you've really turned this person's head. You're on their mind. Like even if they weren't planning to, fall for you or explore this the way that they're desiring to explore it, they can't help. Like if they see you walk by, they're going to keep watching because they can't take their mind. They can't take their eyes off you. Obviously, you're all in many different situations. Some people are dealing with somebody that you don't see on a regular basis. Could be long distance. In some cases, it's somebody you haven't even met yet that you're drawing in. You got to take it how it resonates. But I feel like this is somebody that can't resist thinking about you. We have the Nine of Swords with the Three of Cups. Cancer energy could be significant. The Three of Cups is traditionally in tarot a celebration. It's friendship. It's coming together with like-minded people. Your soul tribe, friends and family, lifting cups. It's keeping things light. It's a very creative and positive energy. In some cases, this can be the energy of somebody who is around you in a friendly sense or a more professional sense, or maybe your current connection is just light and you haven't talked about the deeper things that they're feeling. And, you're turning their head and they're thinking about you. And I feel like they're wanting to move on beyond something that is, lighter and more playful and really make some sort of offer here. But they're so anxious about it. And yet they like being around you. They like, talking, laughing with you, seeing you if the two of you do see one another. They could be anxious with the Three of Cups, if there is anything or anyone that they feel like could come between the two of you. Because this is somebody that very clearly with the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Cups wants some one-on-one. They want to be in your world. They want to see this happen. What they don't like as much is the Devil energy. And I do have to cover this card for YouTube community standards, but Capricorn energy can be significant here. But this can be feeling obsessed, fixated on somebody. Once again, here's this energy, like can't eat, can't sleep, tossing, turning, because this person is so intense in my mind. There could be, a lot of chemistry and intense physical attraction. Sometimes the devil energy can be doubts and fears, kind of creeping up, keeping you from really doing what it is that you desire to do. Sometimes it's your own inner demons. Sometimes it's, toxic or difficult situations or vices that could be coming in between a connection. But let's go ahead and see what this is really all about. Spirit, why do we have the devil energy here and what they don't like as much? And sometimes it can be somebody feeling stuck. Interesting, I paused to say that. I didn't get the clarifier yet, but it just came into my mind. And I looked and here's the Eight of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Gemini energy here, but sometimes the devil energy really can just be somebody feeling stuck, feeling an intense attraction, an undeniable draw, but not knowing how to act on it. With the Eight of Swords showing up right as that came into my mind, that feeling of being stuck, this could be somebody who wants to make a move, but, is nervous to overstep or, not sure how you feel. But let's go ahead and see. Spirit, why do we have this devil energy here? Why do we have... It's like a whole handful of cards. Let's see if we can just get one. Why do we have this devil energy here for what this person doesn't like as much? It's almost like they don't want to talk about it because all these cards keep starting to come out and they're not wanting to. The energy feels a little heavy. And yeah, Page of Swords jumps out. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to talk about maybe problems or difficulties, or if something has been dramatic, or if they're feeling stuck, or maybe even if they're wanting more, if they don't know if you feel the same, because this is more of that secretive energy with the Page of Swords. We'll talk about that in a second. But after all that shuffling, the Chariot energy is back on the bottom of the deck. It's an extremely positive energy. It's definitely somebody who wants to move forward and make this happen. But for me, the bottom of the deck energies are the underlying energies. It is the energy that somebody is very much aware of, could be affecting the whole reading, but maybe they haven't acted on it. There's something they're wanting to do and say and go for, and just stop overthinking and make it happen. But it's coming up in the challenge placement here on the bottom of the deck. We have the devil energy clarified by the Page of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy here. But for the Page of Swords, in a love reading specifically, these cards mean many different things in many different readings, but specifically in a love reading, for me, this is, our curious little spy, somebody who wants to know what is going on in your world. Are you interested? Do they have a chance? Do you want to be with them? Are you interested in somebody else? Are there other things going on? Can be somebody checking your social media if you have it, asking, around if you have mutual friends, that sort of thing. What do you think? Should I take a step? But this is somebody who wants to know more. And I do feel like the Page of Swords can be a little bit secretive, maybe because their doubts and fears have been getting the best of them when they try, to make this move and express things. They're getting all anxious and feeling stuck. So it's like they're trying to get a little more information so they know that if they make the move, it's going to be well received. They also, honestly, just could have gone through something in the past that was toxic or difficult. And now as they're getting more interested in you, they want to know, is this different? Are you different? Like they're very curious about you. Now, their highest hopes, as I was saying, a challenging energy showing up in the positive placement, always a little baffling, is the Ten of Swords. I don't think anyone wishes for the Ten of Swords. It is the end of a painful cycle, but it is, a painful release or let go. Releasing something, once and for all so that something new can begin. That card does have all of these swords, that are in the back of this person, but also in the distance, you see the sun that is rising. And traditionally, what it's all about is an end to old painful cycles, a release, a let go once and for all of things that have been honestly stressing you out, making you anxious. The Nine of Swords comes right before the Ten of Swords. This is somebody who's up in their head, who's feeling anxious. Swords are mental energy. It's thought processes. So it's almost like if it's been hurtful or painful or difficult to think about you when they don't really know what is going on, they could be trying not to think at all, but they could want to be wrapping up the more difficult or painful aspects of whatever they've been through, because clearly it is paired here with an Ace of Cups. In their mind, there is something about you, something that feels new, something that feels fresh, something that they love. But there's also this sense like, I've got to let go. I've got to release things that just don't work. If they're afraid you don't feel the same, they could be trying not to think about this at all. But with the Ace of Cups coming up in their mind, it's like there's no way. Like they couldn't stop thinking about you if they tried. But let's go ahead and see specifically what this Ten of Swords is all about. Spirit, why do we have the Ten of Swords in the highest hopes? Why do we have the Ten of Swords? Tower energy, oh my goodness. Emperor on the bottom of the deck. Aries energy could be significant. Now, I have to say, for some of you, you could be dealing with a strong soul connection, maybe even a soul connection in separation. Doesn't have to be, only take it as it applies to your situation. But it's clear with all these positive energies showing up on the bottom of the deck, you mean something to this person. They feel like this could really be something. They feel like you're somebody that, they've met for a reason. But the Ten of Swords clarified by the Tower, it almost feels like they just want to be over and done with the stress, the worry, the anxious, the difficult, whatever it has been. Maybe releasing karmic situations if they have stood in between the two of you, because this is the end of a karmic cycle. What these cards are when you see them together. Aries and Scorpio for the Tower energy for me as a reader. But the Tower is really when something falls apart that was never really meant to be, in your world, in your life. It's karmic situations. It's situations that don't serve. If there are aspects of this connection that just don't work, this person could be wanting to just let go because they don't know, if there's a chance, if you feel the same and they think maybe it would be easier just to let go or not to think about it. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. We don't know what they're intending over here. We're going to see that. But I also feel like they want to end or release some sort of karmic, stressful, or difficult situation once and for all. And clearly feel with this Emperor here on the bottom of the deck in their highest hopes, feel like there is something that is worth taking a stand for. There is something that they want to explore. There is something significant here, but it definitely feels like, once again, with the Seven of Wands, there's some things that they've got to sort out. There's some choices they've got to make if they want to move forward. Their deepest fears are the Five of Wands, Leo energy, drama, stress, could be significant here. Chaos, feeling conflicted, competition. They could be worried that there's some competition for you, and maybe that's why they're trying not to think about this, or maybe even to let go. They could be falling for you or be falling hard for you and be worried that, if they're to take a step or make a move, it could cause some sort of conflict and drama. And I feel like they don't want to stir things up, but, conflict is drama and all of that. It's a part of life, and sometimes it's a part of love, especially if you really need to take a stand for something and just go for it. When you got to get some things sorted out, you got to let go of things that don't work. It's worth taking a stand. It's worth really putting in your all regardless. So now we're going to look at what's likely to happen, what they're likely to do next. Any advice Spirit has for you? Likely to happen, the Eight of Cups. Pisces energy could be significant. Now, this is definitely somebody walking away from things that don't serve so that they can go looking for their 9th cup, their wish fulfillment, their 10th cup, their happy, lasting connection. This is somebody that knows that if they want to be with you and explore this, because we saw that 9 of Cups early in the reading. We've seen that Chariot of them wanting to move forward. We've seen that Emperor feeling like you could really be the one. There's some things that they're going to have to let go of. There's some things they're going to have to release. I feel like we all have those things in our life, those important choices that we need to make. If we want things to work out, you can't keep all those options open. You've got to decide what's worth, releasing and what's worth taking a stand for. This is somebody making some really important decisions to go within, to trust their intuition, and to decide what it is that is most important, what it is that they want to explore and experience. Let's go ahead and see, Spirit, why do we have the Eight of Cups? And there is that Page of Wands and the Chariot that has been a theme on the bottom of the deck through this whole reading. I feel like this is somebody that has this undeniable, intense desire to just go, start something up, make it happen, find their confidence and just go for it. And it's paired here with a Page of Wands, which is initiating something, talking. But there's definitely this sense that something needs to be released and let go for this all to come together. Maybe there are some things from their past, that they haven't quite, sorted out. I think we all have those things. I think we all have our own, little sets of baggage or past things that we've dealt with that you have to decide, if you're really going to open up your heart and your life and explore something really positive, you have to decide, what, I've got to let go of the things that are holding me back if I want this to happen. And I've got to decide what is most important to me. So the energies here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, the Chariot, Cancer energy can be significant. This is somebody who is clearly getting some things sorted out, prioritize, letting go of what doesn't serve, because there is this desire to move forward, this desire to say something, to do something. The Page of Wands is somebody who wants to strike up a conversation, wants to talk to you, wants to explore this, but there's a knowledge that there's a let go involved in all of this. So what are they likely to do? King of Cups. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy could be significant, but with the King of Cups, we are looking at somebody who is wanting to take a step, to make an offer, and to offer their whole heart. If this is somebody who has been holding back, if this is somebody who has been quiet, sending mixed signals all over the place, because it seems like they're really torn here. Like, do I give up? Do I keep my feelings to myself, or do I just go for it? I feel like the answer is go for it. The King of Cups is somebody who not only is thinking about what they feel for you, but knowing that if they want this to work, they've got to make an offer, they've got to take a step, and they've got to go all in. The King of Cups is somebody who steps forward from the heart, and somebody who has the emotional maturity to take a step, make an offer, and follow through with it. If there has been the energy, of somebody that that you're thinking about, that you are interested in, that you have feelings for, but that they've had, other things going on in their life that have been kind of pulling them this way and that, and you haven't really known how they felt about you. I think this is somebody who honestly is taking some responsibility for their life and sorting some things out and deciding what's not important and deciding what is, because they do want to take this step. Now, with the cards that we have here, if you have been dealing with any kind of toxic, third-party, difficult situation, somebody who has been holding you at bay, somebody who is keeping their feelings secret, playing with your emotions, things like that, I feel like it goes without saying, you guys are smart enough to know that this energy of what needs to happen is you releasing something that hasn't been satisfying, something that hasn't been fulfilling, you looking for your ninth cup, and you having the confidence to move forward towards what you're passionate about, what you're excited about, and what you want to experience and initiate that is going to lead you towards the kind of love you truly deserve. Obviously, I'm doing readings for there's so many people here. These are general readings. You have to take it how it resonates for your situation. And I get a lot of different messages, but I feel like, with all the different things going on here, the one thing that I feel is right is that there is somebody who is thinking about you. There is somebody who is right for you. If you have to make some tough choices to make space for that person, I feel like that is exactly, what's going to happen and how you're going to draw that experience into your life. If there's somebody you're curious about and they've been a little all over the place, they definitely have feelings for you. So what is your advice? Two of Wands. Aries energy can be significant. I like the Two of Wands because this is somebody who is definitely thinking some things through, making some plans, deciding, what they want to do, what they want to say, how they want to set out. They're holding the world in their hand, which means unlimited possibilities. Anything is possible to you. With the Two of Wands, there is a chance to move forward because that's all about partnerships and exploring something with somebody who is a real match. But it feels like your guides are saying, take your time, think things through. This is somebody who's still a little in their comfort zone, making the plans, exploring their feelings. Don't let yourself get pulled or rushed into anything that doesn't feel right. You decide what is best for you. You take the steps and you move forward as you feel is right. And you're going to end up in the right place with a person that really genuinely cares and shows up for you the way this King of Cups person can. So that is a message that I have for you. I do hope there's something in here for everyone who is guided to the reading. If you enjoyed the message, please give it a like. If you haven't subscribed, I would love if you would. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon.